There was just no way I could afford a Vive, or the beefy PC needed to power it. So this is the story of the headset that I bought instead. It was Sony's VR headset that I chose, partly because I'm a massive Sony fanboy, but also because it only needed a PlayStation 4 to power it. After owning it now for 3 months, I can confidently say that it's a fantastic step in PlayStation evolution, but it isn't without its faults. So get yourself a beverage and join me as we examine whether virtual reality can truly be bliss.
It's a computer-generated world where you see and move and feel. Will real life ever be the same?
You'll be able to step into it, conjure up a dream, and you'll be able to fly through it.
It's unreal, it's different, and it's so natural that when you experience it, it's something that people come out of the system and say, wow, that's unreal.
The idea of VR has been around for longer than you might think, but not in a form that was in any way attractive to a consumer, until a man named Palmer Luckey launched a Kickstarter for his idea of a VR headset in August of 2012. I was in high school, and I vividly remember talking about how cool it looked on the school bus. A year later, in 2013, Oculus released the first proper prototype, which was the DevKit 1. Popular YouTubers like Jack Skeptic Eye showed us how cool VR could be, even if this was just a prototype.
X, mash X, do it!
But then everything went quiet. For a while I thought VR just wasn't going to happen. But man was I wrong. Oculus had well and truly stirred the pot. Valve now had something in the works, and Sony came out of the woodwork with Project Morpheus. Then the day came. You could finally buy a VR headset. But the problem was that so much hype had been building for VR that no matter how good it was, it could have never lived up to it. Both the Oculus and the Vive were very cool toys, but they required powerful PCs and costed more than anyone I knew could afford. It seemed like it was going to be years until I had my own VR headset. But Sony came to my rescue. A lot of people were excited, but I went mad. I had to have one. So I picked up a job at this chain restaurant, and they are usually a great chain of restaurants to work for, but at this particular location, the other employees just didn't like me. They were all into the club scene, and their jokes just flew over my head. I clearly wasn't a part of their club, and since I was working so much, these were the only people I saw, so it really got to me. I was coming home every night of the week at 1 AM, exhausted, pissed off, and covered in grease. But I endured it because I was convinced that it was going to be worth it. It's silly looking back at it now. I forced myself to live in a reality that I hated so that I could afford a gadget that would simulate another reality. Anyway, the day came and I finally had my PlayStation VR. But was it worth the sweat and tears? Well, yes and no. A lot of games have come out and a lot of stuff has happened since it's come out. So tonight I just want to show you a few of my favorites and some honorable mentions, as well as some of the issues with the headset. So if you haven't got a drink already, go get one. One thing to keep in mind though is that VR does take up your entire field of view, so you can't see anything but the game. So if you want any idea of what it's actually like, you're best to just put your face right up to the screen. Actually no, don't do that for too long, you'll probably get sick. Anyway, hope you'll enjoy the games. Thumper calls itself a rhythm horror game, and when it's strapped to your face, dominating your senses, only then do you realize what they meant by that. Res Infinite is a rhythmic shooter that is truly something else in VR. With its incredible soundtrack and potent visuals, Res will take you to sensory nirvana.
Killer. The mind.
Resident Evil 7 is without a doubt PlayStation VR's killer app. The selling point is the scale. The house, the monsters, it all appears to you as life-size. Absolutely terrifying, but truly fantastic. For this one, I'm just gonna let the footage do the talking.
Who else is here? What the hell's going on?
Daddy's coming. We need to go.
Daddy?
We need to go now!
Mia, we have to talk. That message you sent me.
Not me. That wasn't me.
But you did.
I didn't.
Okay, fine. Just tell me what's going on.
I'm telling you everything that I know.
Get out the way, Margaret. Hit boy's got to eat. He got to have his supper. Come here, boy. Let's do this.
Oh shit, he's not eating it, Jack! He's not eating
Shut
it!
the hell up, Marguerite!
Eat that for him!
Get the hell out of here!
You're a son of a bitch! Oh, I can't believe it, he's son of a bitch! He's not eating it!
This was supposed to be a very special feast. Come on, boy. pigs! I'm coming back for you.
Oh, that is not good. That is not good. Fuck me. Okay. Alright, let's just... Oh! God, there's another one. Ah, fuck off, you stupid thing. I'm not gonna take that. Yeah, what do you think of that, you big fuck? Alright, we're just gonna open this thing here. Oh, God! God! Fuck me. Not again. Come here. Come here. Let's talk. Just want to talk. Come get some. Get some. Yeah, you like it. Yeah, eat a dick. Yeah. What do you think of that, you fuck? Come here. Come here. Yeah. Oh, fuck, there's two. Alright, let's just, reevaluate. Look at you two fellas. Battlefront's VR mission may be short, but for those who live and breathe Star Wars, it's filled with moments that just make you grin. Whether it's turning around and being greeted by a robot companion, or carefully navigating an asteroid field, this one is truly something to behold.
Flight on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.
So, this kind of thing happens almost every day.
You know, every day, more or less.
Just stay close to that U-wing and remain in attack position. Look alive! TIE fighters incoming!
We need assistance. From you. Like you said you would.
Hold them off. Get to the rendezvous. Red flight, focus on those TIEs. Don't let them touch that U-wing.
Roger that. Roger that.
I'm on it, Red Leader.
Nice shooting. Nice shot.
Bravo 1, head on over for immediate docking. Star Destroyer! Bravo team, this is Red Leader. Take evasive action, we'll cover you.
Negative, Red Flight. We're under attack.
Bravo team, come in!
Bravo team is caught in a tractor beam. Their communications are jammed.
I'm hit! Losing engine power!
I've got more TIE fighters approaching. Mark 216.
How bad is it, Lou? Think you could patch it up? Just give it your best shot, buddy. But make it fast.
Hear it, Red 4. Red Flight, accelerate to attack speed.
We're staying?
Still got a job to do, Red 2. You got him! Good kill, Red 4.
Next, create a vertical arrangement of organic elements. Humans refer to this as a sandwich.
Hey, watch this. I'm gonna stop this ball with my mind.
While games like that are absolutely fantastic, PlayStation VR does have its share of faults, and we're going to jump into them now. First of all, the tracking. The PlayStation camera does a fantastic job of tracking just the headset, but the single camera does run into limitations when you start playing games with lots of movement. Take Job Simulator. The tracking is mostly perfect, but if you start getting crazy quick, it does drop out. Or if you start getting adventurous and wanting to see what's all the way over here. This little out of play area warning is the bane of existence to absolutely any PlayStation VR owner. You'll become very familiar with it if you own PlayStation VR. Number 2 is of course the motion sickness factor. It's definitely a real thing. It really took me by surprise when I first got the headset. VR is a very intense thing for your body, and it will overwhelm your senses if you are not careful. Dip your feet in at first, just really be careful. 3 to 5 minutes in the headset, no longer. Once you feel you're comfortable doing that, 5 to 10 minutes without a break, no longer. Don't just assume you will be impervious to VR sickness. A great example of this false confidence came from James's first attempt at PlayStation VR. He decided he could handle Rise of the Tomb Raider's nauseating dual analog mode for half an hour without needing a break. I kept telling him, James, just take a break, take a minute, like this is your first time trying PlayStation VR, but he didn't listen. But he felt so sick afterwards that we had to go for a walk. If you're gonna get one of these, just take it slow. Your body has to get used to VR. Once it is, you can play for half an hour at a time, and you're gonna be in for one hell of a ride. But until then, take it slow. Don't be like James. Next up is control. Controlling things in VR right now can be quite awkward. So a lot of games just give up on movement altogether and put you in one place or on rails. But, not all games can do that. So developers are getting creative in ways of keeping you from throwing up. Loading Human is a great example of just this terrible VR control. You can only walk in the direction you're facing, so you just have to turn in these massive intervals, and you can't... It just becomes really annoying really quickly. But as I said, developers have to do stuff like this to prevent you from throwing up. But VR controls truly become an enemy in high action scenes. Take a boss fight in Resident Evil. Because the space is so tight, it's just a constant juggle of running and then flicking your viewpoint and then running and then flicking your viewpoint. And by the time you get your bearings and figure out where the boss actually is, it's too late. Last of all is price. Remember how I had to get that job solely so that I could afford one? It's pricey. You could buy a lot of nice things solely for the price of the headset. Hell, you could buy a perfectly good i5 Dell and still have money left over for the monitor, just for the price of the headset. I paid 550 Australian just for the headset. The camera was an additional 100 and the Move controllers another 100. Almost $750 to get the full PlayStation VR experience. But that is what you pay to be on the forefront of something this new. PlayStation VR is stupendous fun, but is it worth the exuberant price? Well, that totally depends on how interested you are in the idea of VR. If you truly want to depart from the universe for half an hour and just be totally immersed in something else, PlayStation VR is one of the greatest ways to do it. But what are your thoughts on Sony's headset? Be sure to let me know in the comments. And if you're thinking about purchasing a PSVR, make sure to check out the Reddit. The people there will be glad to welcome you to the wild side of PlayStation. I'm Tim James. Thanks again for watching, and if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get back to saving Mia.